Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to start without you. Chips. Oh, for the record, I do not own the copyrights to this music, so don't ding me. I do not own the copyrights to this music. I got it as low as possible, but I do feel like the audio will pick up on it, so I don't own the copyrights to any music you hear in this video, in this live, okay? Yes. I'm here and I brought my martinis, my martini glasses. Yeah, I brought them. So I'm trying a different look with my locks, obviously. Um, I don't know. At first, I didn't like it. I did it myself, and my first time doing it myself. It took me like 7, 8 hours to do. Wasn't fun, but interesting fact: it is the first time I styled my locks in over a year. Like well over a year. Last time I styled my locks was definitely in the heart of 2021. So there's that. And I'm talking about like really took my like those, not like a ponytail and some bangs. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like a real style. So I'm curious to see how this pans out. Um Honestly, I don't know how it's gonna pan out because I don't like putting like my time to do hair. So I really don't like putting my time aside to take it out, like the takedown. I hate that process as much as I hate installing the style in. But it is what it is. Um, this this style, I had shaved my locks, so I had to put the ones that came out again, the locks that I reattached when I shaved them that fell out. I had to reinstall them back in. So yeah, got a cute little style for them. Hopefully they'll hold up. I feel like I took my time this time with those locks. So this whole process took me a really, really long time. Obviously, I said like 7, 8 hours to do. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. So if you come across this video, obviously nobody is here at the moment. But for those of you who happen to come across this video later on, I appreciate you. Thank you. Leave a thumbs up. Let me know that you was here, okay? Like I won't know it's you personally, so don't if you're shy, I won't know who you are, but the likes mean everything, okay? So outside of that, there's a lot that's been going on. Obviously I'm coming to you guys on it's a Monday night instead of a Thursday night because I have a lot going on. I have a lot coming up. I just had a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm preparing for a lot. So I'm just going to get these videos when I can. I felt like I was motivated enough for whatever reason to do a video today. And of course, as you know, that's been my thing since I've been on YouTube. And now that I'm back doing live videos, that's like back my thing. But I just don't care to go through the editing process and stuff like that, as I've mentioned numerous of times before. So, you know, I want to get this information out. I want to share some things with you and give you an update. That's the goal for this evening. And we'll see where it goes. Okay. So, once again, if you haven't liked the video by now, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed or if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It wouldn't hurt. It would help. It wouldn't hurt. All right. So, as I mentioned in my community tab, like I wanted to talk about my mini series on green flags. I have some interesting topics that I want to discuss in regards to that. But I'm not going to go through the entire list. I'm going to break it down some type of way. I don't even know. Let me just section it off now. Looks like I got enough for the next 3 weeks. Okay. But yeah, so ironically enough, I asked a fella that I know like what is his green flags? I just wanted a male perspective real quick. And you know his response? He said that's a really good question. He never thought of that. So I found that very interesting. And furthermore, backs up my reasoning for doing these mini series for green flags is because people don't really think about it. We're so focused on toxicity, um, damage, bitterness. You know what I mean? Um, what somebody did to me. We're too focused on the woes. Like I just decided that like I'm fully aware what the red flags are. And because of that, I now know what my green flags are. And those are the things that I'm going to choose to look when I'm looking in a person. Now that I have healed, I don't suggest or recommend this for somebody that is fresh out of a relationship or whatever the case may be, because where I'm at today, it took a lot to get here. Like, I've been on this celibacy journey for over 3.5 years. Um, I've been single for over 3.5 years. I've had some highs and lows within this celibacy journey alone, within this breakup journey, this dating journey. So I would like to say that I am in a different place in my life where I have evolved. And now I'm in a place where I don't need to focus on the red flags because I know enough to keep it moving if I see it. What I need to focus on is being comfortable with the green flags. So, in order for me to be comfortable with the green flags, I have to talk about it. I have to bring it to the forefront. So that's why I wanted to start this mini series on green flags because I think this world is negative enough, and I'm not trying to see the bad in people anymore. I want to see the good in people. And that's only if they allow me to see that because there's so many people that just don't. Okay. Anyway, well, so he said that his response to it, just quickly thinking about like what his green flags would be after he said he never thought of it. Quickly he decided a good mother, good head on your shoulders, religious, spiritual. And I thought those are great green flags. And then he went on to say, like, just a great woman. And I mean, for me, as I expressed to him, I feel like a great woman or a great man is subjective. Like what I may see or find to be so great in another male or, my significant other may differ from somebody else. So, with that being said, I asked him, like, what does that look like for you? And he didn't have time to think about it, but he has time to think about it. So do you. Okay. I had plenty of time to think about it. So let's talk about one of the things in particularly this guy shows me as far as a green flag: laughter. Laughter is definitely a great green flag. I'm like super slowly, and this kind of go in hand with I can be myself. So laughter and being comfortable enough to be myself. I mean, the side that acts like Martin, okay? That side, the goofy side, the side that feels comfortable showing you my fupa and using the bathroom in front of you. Like I'm talking about that side. But laughter and being comfortable is a great green flag for me because as I've gotten older, I've learned that a lot of people aren't receptive to me, you know, and unfortunately, placed in certain situations, I realized that I have to tone it down or maybe just withdraw completely because I feel like people can't handle my personality. I have a very large personality. Okay. Let's just say that. So, somebody to be around a man who finds me attractive, who finds me intelligent, okay, who finds me to be outstanding, opposed to my ex who found the exact opposite is compelling and is a green flag for me. Um, we're going to talk about healthy hobbies. I feel like this is a hobby of mine. I think this is pretty healthy. I'm not super obsessed with it, but I also don't make money with it. So, it is what it is. So, but this is a hobby of mine. Healthy. I would consider healthy hobbies would be like this guy. He goes to the gym, he watches what he eats. Me, I'm like, I eat dirty, I eat nasty, I eat good. But I like that, on the opposite side, he eats very well. He's very into his fitness, and very well grounded. That's going somewhere else. Um, I love a man that is vulnerable. It's not many men that will expose their softer side to you, but when they do, um, that's because they trust you, and that's because they respect you and how you view them because they feel safe, you know, being vulnerable with you. So that's definitely a green flag for me. A man that is vulnerable with me, that trusts me, and can cry in front of me, can vent in front of me, can just pour his heart out to me the same way that I would pour my heart out to him. Very, very, very positive sign. And it happens effortlessly. It's because the vibe, it's because the natural vibe of like, I trust you because I feel like I'm the type of person that give people a basic level of trust and you can easily idle it. So that trust can go up or that trust can go down. That all depends on you. Okay. But I feel like when people meet me, male or female, I give them a fair level of trust, and the clock starts ticking the moment I meet you, and I just be like, or like, wow, this person is really phenomenal. Like, I like what I see. I'm gonna keep effing with them. Um, this is a big one for me. As far as a green flag, everybody knows I'm on this celibacy journey, and boy, is it a journey. Okay, but respecting your boundaries or honoring your boundaries, not it's bigger than respect, it's the honor. I know a lot of men honor my boundaries. Since I've been on this dating scene, they'll let me know right away. Like they understand that I mean what I say and I say what I mean, and they'll fall back. And I respect that. I feel like that's a great sign of honor. Sorry, my phone is dying. I don't know how that happened. It was just on 70. But anyways, I'm gonna be wrapping up soon anyway. I don't know what time it is. So we'll get to that later. But I feel like a man that honors your boundaries, like boundaries for me falls under a lot of different categories. It's not just about sex. I also have children. Boundaries for me is children. Okay. I'm not in a rush to physically be around your children. I'm not in a rush for you to physically be around my children. It works both ways. Okay. I have this like 6 month to a year thing. Like, I just refuse to bring men around my kids. And that's just how I always been. Okay. So I'm just not big on that. So, like, a boundary for me is definitely, respecting my timeline when it comes to children, because I like if I had my kids or allowed someone to have their kids around me every single time we had a good vibe for a couple of weeks, like niggas, females, they will be in and out of these kids' lives. I'm not part of that rotation, okay? So that's a boundary of mine. Also, obviously, celibacy. Um, I love when someone honors my boundaries, and I love them when they respect it because you respect me enough to not super entice me because I can be naughty. I can be naughty when I want to, and I'll just leave that there. So respect me enough to be like, no, I don't want to be responsible for that. Just don't try and entice me because it's a lot for me to pull back. It takes a lot for me to be like, you know what? let's stop right here. Like it takes a lot, man. Woo, it takes a lot, especially when I already know what it feel like. Just saying. Sorry, just saying. Moving on. Is there anything else? Okay, I feel like I got one more left as far as the green flags, and then we're going to do a little bit of catching up, and we're going to wrap this thing on up. Is that all right? Lastly, an empath. So, my definition of an empath, which I believe is the correct definition, is someone that can um that feels what you're going through because they experienced it. So it's not like sympathy, like, oh, I feel bad for you because I can only imagine, you know? Um, Being empathic is like you literally feel it, but you also been through it. And when it comes to being empathic, um, like two empaths together is beautiful. But an empath and a narcissist, or an empath and a womanizer or a tool, like detrimental. So I'm an empath. If you're an empath, that's an amazing sign. That's an amazing green flag for me. Um, because you see the beauty in people, because you're willing to, you know, give it your all in a situation, because of how you feel and where you've been, and you literally placing yourself in that person's shoes. Um, just being understanding of the background, being open to hearing what I've been through in past relationships. A lot of guys don't like when females talk about other men, but for me, if I bring up an excess situations, because I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I want you to understand why I am the way I am today. There's no trophy given to bringing up the next nigga. It's just really to help give you background on me. And then we're just gonna wrap that up because I'm getting tongue tied. Oh, okay. No, I missed one. Okay. Communication openly or something like that. Maybe I written it down wrong. My handwriting is super sloppy right here. But communication is definitely the key to a successful relationship, friendship, partnership, business ship, whatever ship. It's the key to any relationship. If you're feeling some type of way and I'm feeling some type of way, but we are too bullheaded and stubborn to come together and express that and hear each other out, that's an example of poor communication. I love feeling like, I love feeling like a man gives me grace, the same grace that I give him. And we allow each other that grace to express, how we feel, what are we feeling, and it keeps the line of communication open. When a man shuns you and puts down your vulnerability, your openness, your forthcomingness, it places a hold on the relationship because you feel like, I don't feel safe talking to him. I don't feel safe communicating with him because I feel like he's going to get upset. He's not going to be able to receive this well versus being a grown man and giving me the grace to speak, and then counterproductive. So moving along, we're done with that. We're just gonna play a little bit of catch up real quick as I wrap this thing on up. Excuse me. Earlier in one of my lives, probably about 2, 3 lives ago, I've mentioned that I was going through like a little bit. I've been hit with like a little bit of a hardship, and I'm like, whoa, it came out of nowhere. Wasn't prepared for it. It wasn't easy fix, but at the same time, it wasn't. And it was very stressful for me. I just want to give God the glory, honor, and praise to say that I am completely out of that hardship. And yeah, that's all I got to say about it. Uh, I just got a text message. All right. Along with that, I don't think I'm ready to tell y'all this part yet. I posted something on my Facebook a couple of weeks ago, maybe, and I mentioned that, sometimes, you got to be mindful of like giving your testimony too soon. Um, because let me tell you something. There's this testimony that I've been working on since 2019, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just can't wait to get that confirmation that it's time to tell people this testimony. So it's just certain things that I'm withholding, and I'm withholding it for a reason. But let's just say this: I believe in the big God, not the little one, and I definitely made it clear to God that I serve you because you are real. I serve you because you are sovereign. I chose you. I didn't choose a pagan God. I didn't choose an idol. I ain't choose none of that. I chose the real one because I know what you could do in my life and I know what you've done in my life. You know what I mean? So big talk, not the little one. I don't ask God for anything small anymore. That's the revelation I got going through this hardship. I just got that, like, you know what? Kind of God I serve? Like, what? I started I just can't wait to give you guys the full deets. But God is so good. Okay. He is so good. He is so good. I can't, even through a storm, like, I had to like get it together. Get it together. This storm is not going to last long. And it really was like 5 weeks. 5 weeks. I just had to go through it. I had to feel it. I had to go through it. I had to absorb it. And I just did it because I knew that it was fruitful for me and my children. So yeah, but let me tell you something. That day, that last day, I was crying every single day for 5 weeks because of the hardship I was going through. And if you knew what it was, you would be like, really? But I'm a crybaby, so there's that. But it's been a long time since I felt like I wasn't in a good position, like a very long time, like 2019. Okay, I've been a very long time. So for me to feel like that now and came out of nowhere, I was just like, yo, what the freak? But I had to like suck it up. I had to go through it and I did, and I'm happy I did. I'm happy I did. So yeah, so there's some testimony, some parts of my testimony that is on reserve, but I don't know. I may write it down in the book. It's my song. All right. Um my birthday's next month, so I'm just getting ready for that. My birthday, for you who don't know, is on April 7th, and you can cash at me at B Chrissy or B. Chrissy. I'm not really sure which one it is, but it's one of them. But if you would like to send me a little birthday gift, that would be great. I would love it because I never actually got that before. So I'm just saying, B Chrissy or B. No, it's neither one of them. Excuse me. It's locked Chrissy. It's the $ locked LOCD Chrissy, CHRISSY. B Chrissy is the Snapchat, but don't request me on that because I don't post on there. I just use it for the filters. But yeah, so my birthday is on April 7th, and I do plan on celebrating in an amazing way. And I do plan on bringing you guys along, which is part of the reason why I'm doing this video right now, because I am going to go hiatus. I'm like deactivating from social media platforms because, I'm just preparing myself for my 35th birthday. Like I'm turning 35. Can't wait. Um, I've been losing weight. I feel good about it and I feel bad about it because, I was always like a little small frame chick. Then I gained so much weight, almost 200 pounds, and people be like shocked when I be like, what? I want to be like 300 pounds. And they be like, well, why? Because I was always skinny. So, like, I have that kind of complex going on. Yes, body dysmorphia. Actually, I think it's called something else because I think the size do matter when it comes to those body image diseases. Anyway, but nonetheless, my booty has been getting bigger and my waist has been getting smaller. I just don't like my thighs getting smaller with it, but the booty is big. So, that's why I have mixed feelings about it, but I am actively trying to get it snatched because I'm trying to celebrate my birthday the right way. Okay. I love being plushy and fluffy. So I'm not trying to like be super flat stomach. I love, a little something to grab, a little glove handle or something. Not five, but just a little bit. Um, and what else? Dating life, don't have a date. Still haven't been on a date. But I have been back recently communicating with an ex of mine, and no, we don't have kids together. So there's that. But somebody that meant a lot to me, I just never really spoke about him because the whole situation is crazy. But not for nothing. I just, feel like maybe low key, mm, I ain't gonna put it out there. But it's been good to have like a male friend, because I'm tired of being around females, like girls, I'm not around a lot of men. So it's good to have like that um male testosterone communication line going. Put it like that. Um, but to wrap this up, to move on, maybe I do believe I'm getting very close to meeting my husband, my future husband. I do believe that, and I do believe that that's part of the reason why, ironically, my super ex is back in the picture. Not for nothing, because you know, having a great time with him. Um, but I don't want to. I don't want to get attached to someone who's not my husband. Put it like that. So I need to keep myself very open, for that, and I am. FYI. So still single, still rocking my celibacy ring. I need an upgrade. That would be a nice gift if anybody would like to get me something. Upgrade this ring to an engagement ring. You can just celibacy. Because I was going to do it and I was going to spend a pretty penny, but I didn't deserve it last year. If you know, gotta go back. But I'm finna wrap this thing on up. Tonight I am sipping on the rocks. This drink is nostalgic to me, and it has nothing to do with my childhood. It has everything to do with my Christmas vacation with my children. This is the only thing I was drinking that entire time because they served it in the hotel we were at. And if you don't know, I love jalapenos. I love my drink spicy. Okay. I always ask, like, do you got jalapenos? Do you got something spicy like in a drink? Yes, I'm that girl. So, yeah. So, anyways, I'm probably not going to see you guys for another month, but I promise you, when I come back, you're going to love it. And I'm going to be 35. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it to the end of this video, no cap, like seriously, please do me a favor, like it and subscribe if you haven't. Like, that could be your birthday gift to me. Like, subscribe. Happy birthday, biatch. Period. All right. Peace and love and harmony. And be blessed. Yes. How do I get out of here? Yes. And